Alright, today I'm back with another video, and today Google has announced a bunch of major features. Very big features, okay? 14 of them in fact. And we'll be going through all of them. So let's start! The first one is Android 12 has a radical and bubbly look. So what they're essentially saying here is that the customization and new colors, so basically you'll be able to change system colors, privacy, some new privacy features also been added, including a new privacy dashboard. So I would say these are all pretty good. Remember, these are all announcements. Remember, so one thing you have to remember is that these are not going to be coming out very soon. Okay, they will not be. It will take a little bit of time. Okay, so don't expect them to come soon. Maybe end of this year in some cases, and in others it might take longer. So on our next Google announcements, the second point is Google making workplace more interconnected. So what they're basically saying is that if you these three apps, right, the Google Docs, Sheets, or Slide, you could share with other people, like you can work together with these three apps. And not only that, you could also call them, like you can do video call with them while you're sharing with them. So if you're in an office, right, it's mainly office workers, right, so office workers would get a great benefit here. Next part of this Google I/O, or the Google major announcements, there's a new AI robot, you could say, and this robot is quite special because you can have a conversation with them. It's called Lambda, which is the short version. It's actually, the full version is called a language model for dialogue applications. So what you could do with this is that you can have a continuous conversation with this robot. So later on, when this thing gets fully developed, Google said that they'll incorporate this into put this voice, this robot, this continuous conversation in their Google Assistant and Google Search. So I think the future is very exciting for us. If you guys want to check out this entire article, I will obviously leave it in the description below. And let's go to the next big announcement, shall we? So our next one is, so Google and Samsung join forces to improve wearables. So the benefit of them joining forces would be significantly better battery life, they claim, 30% faster animation, like app opening animation, and smoother animations. So it seems to be overall a better experience, like it's a win-win situation. So hopefully this will be a good collaboration, and both companies will give the consumer very good products at the end. So the next news is a very huge news. It's going to be a very big uplifting of video calls. So rather than you doing it in your laptop or in your phone, you will do it in this 3D display, and it will be as if you are right face to face with that person. And that would be incredible in my opinion. So if you're, let's say, missing someone, you're not seeing that person, right? Then this would create a 3D model, and it will be as if you are talking to that person while you're doing a video call. It will be like as if you're talking to that person in this 3D display. I think that would be a very good technology to come. So the next one is what you would call, Google is trying to make a more, like the Google camera, they'll try to make a more accurate skin tone. So if your skin is darker, then they'll try to make that skin the way it's supposed to be. So you guys know that Oppo and Vivo are trying to make your skin as white as possible. Even if you have dark skin, they'll make it as if you are from Europe or something. So what Google is gonna do is that they'll make their skin tones. So if you have a dark skin, let's say you have a dark, like a black skin or darker skin, then Google will try to make that more beautiful and they'll try to make it more accurate. So people know that that's how I guess they'll look like or something like that. But I think it's an overall a better thing, because who doesn't want more accuracy in terms of their skin tones? I sure know, I sure would love that. So on the next announcement they made, Google Photos can animate your photos if you have taken your at least 2 photos, like still images. If you take 2, then they can animate that. Hey, I think that's like a wonderful news. I'm looking forward to seeing that myself. Actually, think about it. I move my I'm like this in one image, and then I'm like this in another, and then Google will combine the two, and it will be like this and this. That would be wonderful, huh? That would be great. So the next one is Google Photos will let you store photos in a locked folders. So I think this is an extra layer of security. So obviously it would be a great thing if you have your phone lock pin as one and Google Photos lock folder as another. Otherwise there's no point, right? But if your phone by any chance does get hacked, then you'll be at least safe from knowing that your photos will not, they will not see your sensitive photos. So will you use this lock folders? Let me know in the comments below. So the next one is quite important and quite impressive as well. So Google Maps are going to have AR live view. So it is going to be very interesting. So what will happen here is that, let's say, so it will show landmarks, and it will also show how busy the restaurants are. So if you think that, will you go here or not, is it busy or not, right? Then you'll just look at this, and it'll show in real time that is it busy or not at this time. So I would say it is very useful for all of us. They said that 50 cities, not countries, cities will get this at the end of the year. So we'll just have to see how which country, cities that is. So the next one is quite important and seems to be very helpful. Google will support car keys. So you can unlock with your phone via NFC, what I read. So it would be, so your phone needs to have NFC first and foremost. Otherwise it won't work. Now, if let's say you lose your car keys, then you don't have to go buy a new car keys, seems like. You can just use your phone. So that's very wonderful news, it seems like. So our final Google announcement news here is Google has debuted a new health tool to figure out if you have any skin problems, and will use the camera of your smartphone. So I think it's a very good thing that they're doing here. So Google will take 3 photos of you, and then Google will ask you a bunch of questions. But I would still recommend, if by any chance if you see that Google's answers are not really that good, then go to the doctor, okay? Don't take this. Make sure to take this seriously, okay? And I hope you'll like this video, and until next time, see ya!